Welcome to Twisted Reddit Tales. Today's story isn't just about betrayal, it is about that horrifying truth when the person living beside you turns out to be a complete stranger. Psychology says some people live two lives. One they share with their loved ones, another they show to the world. But what happens when the world of pretense swallows your real life whole? When the craving for applause changes someone's very soul? Let's begin. Our relationship was 3 years old. I thought my life was complete. We were engaged, wedding preparations were underway, we'd chosen our house. She was everything to me. I understood her to be a quiet, homely kind of girl, shy, innocent. But one night changed everything. I was returning from a business trip, about 2 hours outside the city. The weather was terrible, rain pouring hard. Suddenly my car got a flat tire. I tried to fix it myself, but it was difficult in the rain. My phone battery was dying too. On the side of the road, I spotted a lit-up bar. Neon lights were flashing outside and a board read "The Spotlight open McNight every Friday." I thought I'd go inside and ask for help. As soon as I entered, there was a roar of voices. People were laughing, clapping. Lights were focused on the stage. I walked toward the bartender, but suddenly a voice came from the stage. A familiar voice. I looked up and the ground disappeared from beneath my feet. There on stage was my fiancée. But this wasn't the girl I knew. Her hair was styled differently, heavy makeup, clothing sparkly, something I'd never seen her wear. And the most shocking thing, on her finger wasn't the engagement ring I'd given her. She was standing with a strange guy, microphone in hand, an odd glow on her face, a glow I'd never seen on her face before. She brought the mic close to her lips and laughingly said, "My boyfriend doesn't know anything." The crowd started laughing. Then she said, "He thinks I'm a simple homely girl." More laughter. Then she said, "But tonight I'm completely free. I'm here, alive, and I can do whatever I want." The crowd clapped loudly. And then what she did tore my heart apart. She looked at that strange guy, smiled, and kissed him on stage. This wasn't some small peck. This was a long, dramatic, passionate kiss. The hall echoed with applause. People screamed, whistles blew, and I stood there, frozen, like someone had plunged a dagger into my chest. Suddenly, her eyes swept across the crowd and landed on me. Her face changed like someone had drained the blood from it. The smile vanished in a second. Her eyes widened. She froze. That strange guy sensed something was wrong. He asked her something, but she just kept staring at me. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't some intoxicated state. The way she'd handled the mic, the way her every move seemed practiced, this was a rehearsed routine.
I turned around without saying a word. Walked out. Rain was still falling, but now I didn't care. I somehow fixed the tire and headed home. The entire way my mind was filled with questions. How long has this been going on? How many times? With how many people? Reaching home, first I opened her closet. On the right side, behind the clothes, a small bag was hidden. I opened it. Inside were all the things I'd seen her wearing tonight. Sparkly clothes, heavy makeup, fake lashes. And her engagement ring was lying in a drawer, like some worthless piece of jewelry. I opened her laptop. Password was the date of our first meeting. It was still the same. I went into her emails. And what I saw made my blood boil. There were booking confirmations, performance slot confirmations from the Spotlight Bar every Friday, open mic registration from Downtown Laughs, weekly shows from Comedy Central Hub. These emails were months old. 7 months. Then I checked her browser history. There was a secret Instagram account called @The Real Me on Stage. It had 560 followers. The profile picture showed her on stage with a mic, in sparkly clothes. The bio read, "Single performer living MY truth," with emojis. Single? I started scrolling. There were photos with that strange guy. Caption read, "My favorite co-star," with a kiss emoji. With another guy at dinner. Caption read, "Best date ever," with a heart emoji. A selfie with a third guy. Caption read, "Found my match," with a heart emoji. Every photo had hundreds of likes. Dozens of comments like, "You two look so cute together," and relationship goals, and "Are you guys dating? Perfect couple." And she'd replied to every comment, "Haha, maybe. Who knows? He's amazing," etc. Then I opened our joint bank account, the account we'd made for the wedding. I looked at the last 7 months of transactions. $2,800 on costumes, makeup, styling sessions, $1,500 on bar bookings and performance fees, $950 on gifts, and $600 on photography and social media promotion. Total amount was $5,850. This was money we'd saved together for the wedding, for our dream wedding, and she'd blown it all on her performances. I called our wedding venue. It was 11 at night, but I didn't care. There was an emergency number. The manager answered and asked, "This is Riverside Gardens. How can I help you?" I told him my wedding is booked at your place in 6 months. He said, "Yes, absolutely. Everything's set. Any problem?" I asked, "Has my fiancée spoken recently?" There was silence. The manager hesitantly said, "Actually, yes. She called yesterday morning." I asked, "What did she say?" He replied, "She asked if we could postpone the date, maybe a year later. She was saying things are getting complicated." My heart broke. The next morning, my phone was flooded with notifications. My friend sent a link and wrote, "Bro, you need to see this." It was a YouTube video titled "Engaged Girl Caught Cheating on Open Mic, Kisses Stranger on Stage." 3.2 million views in 72 hours. It was that same video from that night.
Someone had recorded and uploaded it. The top comment had 89,000 likes and read, "I know her. She's engaged. I've seen her Instagram with her real fiancé. She's been lying to everyone." Another comment with 45,000 likes read, "This is disgusting. Her poor fiancé has no idea." Then I saw the strange guy's comment that read, "I'm the guy in this video. I had no idea she was engaged. She told me she was single. I feel sick," to her real partner. "I'm so sorry. I was lied to." That evening she came home. Face red. Crying. She said, "Let me explain." I raised my hand and asked how long. She said, "What?" I asked, "How long have you been doing all this?" She stammered, 7 months. But it was just performance, acting. I asked, "Why did you take off the engagement ring?" Silence. I said, "In 3 years you never took off this ring. Not while bathing, not while sleeping. But when you go to perform it stays in a drawer. Why?" She said, "Because I didn't want people to think." I said that you're engaged, because you wanted those guys to think you're single. She lowered her head. In the next 48 hours I cancelled all wedding bookings, closed the joint account, threw out her stuff, changed the locks, blocked all contacts. No drama. No screaming. No final confrontation. Just silence. She sent dozens of messages. "Please talk. I'll change. I'll join therapy. I can't live without you." I sent only one message. "You got what you wanted. Applause, attention, fame. But when reality comes out, those same things leave you alone. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Today I'm in a new city. New apartment. New job. My friend told me heard she quit comedy, deleted all videos. She lives with her parents now." I didn't reply because I don't care anymore. I'm alone, but by my choice. Because I learned that some people live 2 lives, one with you, another before the world. And when you see their reality, don't argue, just walk away silently. Applause and crowd seem safe to them until darkness falls. In the light of truth, those same applause leave them alone. This was Twisted Reddit Tales. If you like this story, like and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what would you do in this situation? See you in the next story.